Okay, hello, and welcome back to Race 2 of Luicho vs. Kurushi. Luicho will stop playing Harmony momentarily and change over to Aria, who was just running some any percent on the break. So Luicho took the victory in Game 1, and as a result, Kurushi got to pick the preset for Game 2, and chose Dracula mode, which, as a reminder for chat, is the mode where you start with a Queen Ring and Headhunter Soul, and every enemy has a 100% soul drop rate. So you get a lot of souls, and you get very strong by the end of the game. I'm joined by Dan Ozuke again for this game on commentary. We also might see an appearance of Garni Texas on comms. He may not make it, though. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so let's see what happens in this seed. Maybe there will be school at the first check of chaotic now.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what's in the shop. Whip. No, okay. Let's start with a whip punch. Black cloak at the shop. The ramen melons at the shop too. Nothing really exciting in the shop other than maybe the black cloak.
Yeah, it's a pretty mediocre shop, honestly.
Sorry. So the thing about this start of this very early in the game, when you start getting souls and getting souls and getting souls out of everything, you will see a lot of screen freezes because of the soul. When you get the soul effect, and what you immediately find in Clock Tower, I think we'll back out. There's no way to explore this without dying.
Getting Panther basically as early as possible as well, so. And they picked up Skullmaleon from Merman, which is a nice poison-type soul, as we discussed previously. Nightmare from Bant as well.
Bant.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. So, well, these enemies they have some really strong souls. I mean, Nightmare is a super strong soul.
And Keoma Demon, my personal favorite. The objective for this preset is kill. Oh, and Curly from. Wow. Okay, this is an amazing start. Honestly, that's a rush soul for both runners pretty much immediately. We're not great on the actual weapons scenario, but in terms of everything else, we're doing quite fantastic.
Just with the Curly soul, he can just. They can just fight almost anything early in the game.
Yeah, pretty much. As another reminder for chat, the objective for this preset is kill all the bosses, which feeds into my love of Keoma Demon for this preset, because with Keoma Demon, once you're set in your gear, you can just make yourself invulnerable and then just zoom around the castle, not getting hit by anything.
Yeah, and with the run ring, you just get a lot of MP refill. There's some alphas
in a reasonable location.
Nemesis.
And some tea.
So this is what I'm talking about. So you get a new soul, you get another screen freeze.
Yes.
That's how it goes for about the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yeah. What happened in the previous race, which happened on Legion of all things, is that you can do a thing. It's called map canceling. That's one name for it, because that's one of the ways you can do it. If you press the select button to open your map on the same frame, basically, that you pick up a soul canister, it skips the soul pickup title card, and it just allows you to keep moving. So if it's basically swag, and this is the only mode where that basically has any amount of time save. And if you miss it, you open the map, or you just spend longer on the soul title card, so it does help.
Luicho got a lubricant soul from the Kato up in this area where Kurushi is now.
Yep. He finds Chapel from the Malthus door in Corridor, and it has 4 checks in it.
It's a Gorgon Soul. Kurushi going to check this exit. He's going to find the chapel as well.
Yep.
So yeah, like you said, there are no books here, no objectives. The only objective is you have to kill all the bosses before going to Graham.
Yeah, the things that you'll want to be looking for on those counters are definitely... Well, they've already got a Rush Soul, they've already got strong Red Souls, so what they're looking for at this point really is just Skula, potentially Undyne, and then all the Grey Souls for various movement abilities.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if even if you, for example, you find story from the upper entrance, right? You can just go in, kill the boss, and if you don't have any form of slide, you can just backtrack from the entrance, and it will still pay off.
Yeah, because it is a required thing to do. Yeah. Cockatrice for Luicho and Dryad in the same room. The Cockatrice is excellent for dealing stone type damage to enemies. And then that Dryad is just really good for healing.
Which you're getting a Durga Soul from the Manticore. Punching the Manticore to death.
As trivia for chat, or not really trivia, Undyne for Luicho, as just a point for chat, for people who haven't played this randomizer a whole lot, the reason that we do the top check, also Giant Bat, wow, this is a very stacked early game. The reason that we do the top check in the Manticore room before doing that side right check is that once you've left and re-entered the room spawns in a bunch of ghost dancers and gargoyles up near the top of the room.
Yeah, so, those gargoyles are just annoying.
Yeah, and they can do a lot of damage to you. So just for the sake of not taking a ton of damage and also not being hindered in movement, we like to do that top check first.
What you finding? A gold coin, 100 gold, and a gold necklace. So he decides to bail out. I'm amazed he didn't kill the zombie officer just to maybe see what was its soul. So now that he has Malphas, he will probably check. I mean, he hasn't gone to the end of corridors, and he decides to go
to Clock Tower.
Exploring Clock Tower.
Yeah. Interesting choice, given he doesn't have Skula, but...
No, I mean, he can get to the boss. I mean, he doesn't need Skula to get to the boss. And he can just exit through the left exit. And he actually doesn't need to... Wait, when did they get Giant Bat? I didn't see. When did they get Giant Bat?
That was like... the last check. That was a check on the right side of... That's like the breakable ceiling on the right side of Manticore room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that was also Kicker that Luicho dropped. That is not time stomp. Excuse me for mismarking that momentarily.
Oh, the RP resistant to slash and fire.
Skyfish from Winged Skeleton, that is a nice drop. Iron Golem from Valkyrie.
Iron Golem Soul. And he won an Iron Plate earlier, so he has a better defense now.
Yeah.
He can just...
Oh, another Grey Canister. Backdash.
That's Backdash. And Kurushi finding Eastern.
Yeah.
He decides to back out. I mean, it's not much he can do right now. But it was a stacked Eastern. It had seven checks.
Wow. Okay, Big Golem is the boss of Clock Tower today.
And it resists water, dark, and holy.
It does not resist fire, however, so...
Or punches, for that matter, because you don't punch to death as well. There's a great armor weak to dark.
Yes.
So he gets it's a giant skeleton. That's a It's a decent soul.
It's whatever, yeah.
The
Chrono Mage,
Chrono
okay,
Mage,
that's time
okay,
start.
that's time stop. And what you find in the arena?
Luicho already at 3/4 of his bingo sheet today. There's flying armor for Kurushi. Great.
Baiting the gargoyles to move away.
Yep. Got 5 checks on arena, which is a pretty stacked arena, honestly.
I mean, well, the only thing he's probably looking the most for are the flight
Skula and
and
Flight
Skula.
for sure, yeah. With Skula and Flight, you are basically in go mode. You
Well,
just have to go
I
kill
mean,
everything.
Technically, he already has flight with the Giant Bat, right?
Yeah, but you don't want to have to do all that menuing, do you?
Yeah, I mean, when we talk flight, we mean Hippogriff.
We mean Hippogriff, yeah. Just for the sake of clarity, yeah. So Cho's gonna do these top checks first here. There's a blue
The
canister. Devil.
It's a Devil Soul.
Upgrade to his rush ability.
And there's a ring there
It's
behind
a-
this.
Sherman ring. So the most useless of all of them.
And it's a Flame Beam. It's a decent soul.
Yeah.
Kurushi climbing this great armor check here. The X
He
armor
ends up
check
in
here.
Western Reservoir.
Western. Let's check this letter plate here.
He has Undyne and double jump, so he will be able to do this ceiling check and the check at the end of the corridor, of course.
In the meantime, Luigi is juggling with the lubricant here. This oh, he gets better. That's a free lubricant.
Yeah. Yellow Soul
Is
at
this
the end
Skula?
of the Mimic. Darn.
Oh, it's a mimic.
I have seen Skula there before. Here's another gray canister that's Slide for Luicho. Which it's technically an upgrade because then he doesn't have to menu for Giant Bat, but in terms of what he could actually do, not really. It's just a little bit easier.
I mean, because he still needs to go to dance. Or what if he finds the locked?
I mean, he had
entrance to
Giant Bat.
The angles. I mean, yeah, but he doesn't have to menu.
Yeah, that
It's
was
why it's
basically the
faster.
point I was making, yeah.
It's faster. I mean, he can just go in and that's it.
Yeah. Okay, Headhunter.
And this is nice.
Yeah, a shop upgrade once he defeats it. Weak to
Weak
fire,
to
resist
fire.
poison. Okay, this is you just pull out the nightmare here.
Yep. Equip the wooden golem and start spawning nightmares, and that's it.
170 times. Yeah, no, that just dies instantly.
Kurushi doing the online check here at the next
Forbidden
defense
area.
forbidden area.
And with a 0, thankfully, so we don't have
zero
to come
checks.
back here.
And he gets an Osafune.
That is a nice upgrade to bear punching things. Luicho about to use a Giant Bat to skip DDR because the devs left in a gap in the wall for whatever reason. It is
He finds a ramen.
Kurushi
Kurushi?
finding the bottom of study. It does have Giant Bat, so we'll be able to get through here.
And it's a katana type sword. What are you doing, Kurushi? Why are you fighting this thing?
Only taking 1 damage, thankfully.
Why is Luigi doing the worst room in the game?
Because there's 1 check left, and it has to be here.
It's a gray, and it is just
Dupe
a
kicker. Well, it's
dupe
placed
kicker.
kicker. He got it random drop before, but yeah.
Now he's in trouble.
He might, hopefully not take the L in this room. But he could if he lands on those spikes.
Well, thankfully he just got out
Mm-hmm.
quick.
Yep.
So that's 1 more boss down. So Oh, wait a minute.
Did Kurushi fight the boss of Dance Hall? Sorry, of Study?
A story I literally did not see. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was focusing on Luicho doing worse
Look,
things.
Kurushi found Dancer. There's a
I
single
found
check
Dance Hall.
here.
Okay. Chat, can you tell us whether Kurushi fought Dance Hall boss? Or sorry, Study boss. I can't. For the life of me.
Kurushi getting a flesh golem soul. I mean, he's probably going to find it soon.
Yeah, okay. Luicho ends
Okay,
up
so-
in Western Reservoir, where Kurushi was earlier. Unfortunately, will not have any more luck than Kurushi did, because, like Kurushi, Luicho does not have Skula. Kurushi not realizing that just using Black Panther will break that ceiling.
And he gets
Is that
maybe
an
soon, and that's
all-rock
it.
suit or a pitch black suit?
I think a pitch black suit. We will see
Yeah, momentarily.
if Kurushi gets it.
Kurushi does not have enough MP to use Nightmare again at the moment. It's an
It's an
all-rock
all-rock
suit,
suit.
so that is a very nice piece of armor to have.
So Luicho going back. Okay,
Probably
so
gonna do flight exits of here. Well, actually, has he done the Undyne check? No, that's
No,
what
he
he's going
hasn't.
to now.
he hasn't. He's going to find the. What was this? This is, I think it was. This was forbidding, I think.
Right.
So it will be a forbidding with 0 checks.
Yep.
And maybe he will backtrack, or maybe he will take the. He's going for
think
the
he'll just go
for the
straight
other
through.
exit.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't. He doesn't have to worry about knockback damage anyway.
Yeah, he's got that Iron Golem on.
And yeah, there's the story. Oh, it's a Kunitsuna.
Yeah, the Kunitsuna was very nice.
Wait, didn't Luicho switch from? No, he hasn't switched from Wave Knuckle to his opponent.
Rayhead
Or
sword as
Ray
well.
Sword.
That is very nice.
And the study boss was the actual study boss.
Yep. Is this even randomized? Which I'm not bothering with any other things here because the count is at 0. So, getting Valkyrie off, I believe that was Minotaur, which is a very nice holy
Or a
element
ghost.
sword. Yeah, ectoplasm or something.
What is he checking off here? Oh, that's a mana prism.
Yeah, it's a very quick check to do, so.
Kurushi back at the castle corridor. On Luicho, just checking what was this item, what was that item, saying it was nothing, and he just decides to go for the trident. Yet it's a Mudman soul after killing the evil butcher.
And getting the Skyfish from Winged Skeleton finally.
Kurushi back at inner quarters. So the thing about entering inner quarters from this side is that if you go into the boss room and it turns out to be like a difficult boss like Valor or something, you don't have a save.
There's Skula for Luicho.
So okay, now Luicho
just
is
needs Hippogriff to finish his bingo card.
Luicho is basically in gold mode. Well, Valor
Yeah.
is here.
He is in go mode, given Giant Bat. He just needs to finish killing all the bosses. We have yet to see Legion.
And death.
Yeah, and Death.
Oh, he's weak to curse.
Yeah,
But he doesn't have anything to curse.
no Siren this time.
Rehab Sword doing decent damage.
Pushing to Wooden Golem so he can use Nightmare more.
Yeah, with the Rune Ring, that will just increase the MP regeneration like super fast.
Yeah.
And Kurushi is also here at the dance hall.
Yep. One check, which is... I don't remember if that was Skula or if it was something else.
It's probably Skula.
Yeah, just hasn't checked that big middle room yet. Luicho taking down the second phase of Balor, trying to get that menu skip down, maybe.
As he's going for it, he didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
And
He
with the
did,
Earning
however,
Soul,
equip Aranus, so he did get some extra XP from that fight.
and he gets the X Armor Soul for his trouble.
Yeah. I elected not to kill the Tsuchinoko once, which is a strange move, but okay.
Kurushi also getting Skula.
Yep.
He's killing the golems here to get a Disc Armor Soul.
Runners high-fiving as they head through this room.
Yeah.
Luicho picking up Siren.
Luicho getting his favorite soul, the Siren.
Unfortunately didn't get that on the way down, so he wasn't able to use it, but...
And a Flesh Golem Soul also.
Yes, that is true. That's good for healing if he gets some
Wait,
more
Kurushi...
items. Kurushi reset out of Balor, which is a bit strange given he has to do that.
maybe he feels under-geared for Balor.
He has a Kunitsuna.
Yeah.
And probably has a Rahab sword, because he went through that same area. And he has Nightmare. And he has probably Devil. I don't know what else you could really ask for.
From what I'm seeing, he's getting only 1 damage from all the enemies, so maybe he's got good armor, so...
Hmm. Yeah, warping to inner quarters, interesting. Luicho doing this flight check here.
Is this cemetery?
Could be. No, it's inner
Nope.
quarters. Okay, this on the right.
Within the Iron Golem Soul, that's a pudding.
It's top
And
floor
it
with
finds
4
top
checks, so there's
floor.
at least 2 items you can get here.
You will check the right exit down here and see if it leads to... No, it's
Bottom of
Clock
Clock
Tower.
Tower. Cataplepis
Yes,
from Needles, very nice.
But maybe he can go open top floor and then check the Wrecking Ball. No, he didn't.
Right, okay, I sympathize with Kurushi's decision to not do Balor just yet, because he is only level 7 right now.
Oh, that's below.
Yeah,
I mean, but
he's
on the
in
bright
death
side,
instead.
if you know how to fight Balor,
Yeah, it is still
you-
risky because of just how much damage that boss does, but at the same time, yeah.
yes. If you know how to fight it, then you can. You exit that fight. No matter how low you enter, you will always exit that fight at level 16.
So Death must be weak to Holy, because Valkyrie's doing over
Holy.
300 damage here for Luicho. Both runners in the same fight at the same time, Luicho doing astronomically more damage due to being 12 levels ahead and having more items at his disposal, souls and weapons.
Yeah, this will be a super quick fight for Luicho with the Valkyrie Soul. And why
That
is
Rahab is just
Kurushi?
working really nice.
Why is Kurushi using the whip knuckle for?
I don't know.
I mean, he has a good Sunan.
Yeah. I think it was only doing 15 damage per hit, though.
Oh, that was his slash? Well, that's sad.
Oh.
That's why.
Yeah, and that's why Luicho used Rahab, because Rahab's water element kind of overrides the resist
The
sword.
splash element. He gets schooled a lot.
Yep. He does have kicker though, so he could have gone through that. I've done that before. You can just kick under that, and you go right through.
So what exits as he left? Because he's got the right exit of.
I think he's gonna go do checks in top floor.
I mean, that would be like a logical move right now, because I mean.
Yep.
Well,
we just haven't seen Legion. That's the only boss we haven't fought.
Yeah, so I mean, it could totally be at the right side. I mean, exiting through
Cemetery
the right
does
side
have
of.
to be there. Yeah, the
Yeah.
right side.
I mean, it's either there,
tower.
it's
Top.
either there, or it's either behind the waterfall.
Yeah.
Oh, but we haven't seen the end of corridors, right? Where are gardens? Where are gardens?
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah, we have 3 exits to the right. One of them could be cemetery, and the other 2 are probably the 2 entrances of gardens. So he's going for the wrecking ball.
Not bothering to do the other checks here.
I mean, he's got the really good gear, so there's no reason why.
I mean, just that hippogriff, that is the thing, really. Also, this led to what reservoir? We might see, I guess, gardens or cemetery down here, perhaps? Loading gardens with one check.
So we see gardens.
Yep.
And he immediately backs out.
Death fight. Backs out, interesting. Right, because gardens has a left exit, so that can't lead to cemetery.
Yep. He only has 2 left exits. So there's no need to check. I mean, he already knows where it is. So
yeah, behind the waterfall. Well, there is a gray caster that.
Oh, there's a gray.
I think that has to be Hippogriff at this point.
Garamov. No, it was
something we didn't even get to see. What the heck? So Triton random drop. Let's go.
It was a it was a dupe. Actually.
No, it must have been Hippogriff, and he just map canceled it. That's what happened.
We're about to see once we goes to the waterfall. Nope.
It's not Hippogriff. Okay.
So it was a dupe.
It must have been a dupe of something else. Backdash dupe, I guess.
Defeated by this platform, and he triggers the devil.
Bonk.
And then Kurushi going through Forbidden again to exit here at the study. And what is he doing? Did he forget?
I don't. Must
So,
have just forgotten.
I know he has a 9 there. There it is.
I don't think that's close enough, Luicho. Yeah, you need to be farther back than that. There we go. Creaking skull.
Creaking skull, so nice.
That is nice.
It's the cemetery. Yep.
It is.
There we go. So this is the only missing boss here. It is. It has to be Legion first.
Yes, Vanilla Legion.
And no checks.
I'm guessing Hippogriff is in top floor somewhere. That's my guess.
Yeah, it's most likely, or maybe it is behind Graham. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or maybe it is the. I don't know. I don't think there are any more checks at Clock Tower, right?
No, Clock Tower was a 0 by the time we got to the boss.
Resist lightning and poison. Legion. And Kurushi going to the shop. Let's see what he gets.
Selling things currently. Luicho shredding through
Mind of
Legion
ramen,
this strategy.
pudding. There's a lot of healing in the shop. And cheap healing actually. A Vijaja. The Death
not
Sickle.
getting Legion's soul because he did not destroy all 4 parts of the shell before taking the core out. Probably doesn't matter at this point.
And he needs to kill the boss, not to get his soul, right?
Yeah, it's true.
There's a death sickle at the shop after the
That
upgrades.
is a nice item.
I mean, if you run into something that is weak to dark, yeah. So he's going to top floor. I don't know. He's going to check the shop. I mean, he should. There's a lot of cheap healing items that do a lot of healing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a claymore. Ooh,
And a final sword. And an Excalibur.
Excalibur. And a death sickle,
Yeah,
yeah.
he buys all the things. Oh, and Dracula's tunic.
And Dracula tunic, so yeah, he needs to sell a lot more things.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh my
he's
God,
still got a
sell
lot
things.
of. He's got a. I think he has that. I mean,
I'm
you don't need
pretty
the
sure
Osafune
Osafune.
or
Probably
the Koizuna if you have
the whip
you have that
knuckle. I mean,
final
he
skill.
wants to hold on to the whip knuckle just in case it's a resist. Well, no, never mind. He's selling it. Okay, because the Excalibur
he's
will
got
be an
Excalibur.
upgrade in that
I mean,
regard. Yeah,
I mean, how can you resist?
that is still not enough. He's got to get like 400 more to buy that Dracula tunic. So what's it gonna be? Kunitsuna? No.
I'd sell the Iron Plate. I mean, he's going to buy
Yeah, he's gonna buy Dracula's tunic.
Dracula's so anyway. So the Dracula tunic anyway. So why not?
Yeah.
No,
No,
what?
he's still
Wait, why?
like 50 short. He had 9913 and it costs 9936.
Oh,
That is painful.
yeah.
Hammer just nickeling
hey.
and diming him for everything that he's worth.
Hey, but he got a lot of good gear and.
Oh, absolutely. No, he's completely outfitted to win.
And well, did he get any healing items?
I don't think he did, no. He spent it all on everything else. Grabbed by the succubus. Oof.
And this is one not. It was not a plus attack succubus or anything like that. So thankfully, in this preset, enemies do not have a stat rando, only weakness rando.
Blue
It's a
canister.
blue soul here. It's
Shadow
a Shadow Knight. Nice. But he's
Not
got a
bad.
Kraken Skull. And he's got a Rushula Devil Soul.
Headhunter is probably better than Triton at this point, if I had to guess. Got that final sword. 99
Weak to
times 2. Weak to
oh
sword,
my
poison,
God.
and resist water.
I
So
mean, it's
yeah,
the Skull Minion, and here we go. Look at that.
213 times 2. Wow, that's like the fastest Graham one I've ever seen.
I mean, hitting Graham twice is,
Yeah.
I mean, for me at least, is difficult.
Rare instance of seeing the second part of that cutscene with Graham. Yeah, no, doing 426 damage per swing.
And that was hello, Graham. Goodbye,
Goodbye,
Graham.
Graham. Yeah. Gray
Is
canister,
this-
Galamoth, and a positron
And a
rifle.
Boston rifle.
Yeah.
Now,
Very good weapon
imagine-
for Julius. If Julius is weak to fire, that positron is going to absolutely murder him.
Yeah, or imagine if Chaos is weak to fire, then that Boston will do a ton of damage on the ice.
Mhm.
And he knows Guardians is just down here. Yeah, it was a blink and you'll miss it fight.
Yeah, pretty much. Kurushi, not knowing which soul to use to pick up this canister here. Nightmare would do fine, as with Valkyrie. Weak to curse.
And
He's
guess
got
what?
Siren.
He's got a Siren.
But he's also doing a lot of damage to him.
He's got good healing though.
Phase 1 is already done.
Now this is going to be such a short fight with the Siren Soul.
Yeah.
Oh, he almost
Julius
got
is
hit.
still trying. He's just pulling out the axes to try and get him out of the air.
There we go.
That was actually pretty close in the end. Kurushi went around and used Giant Bat to go get that, that, I believe, backdash soul out of that canister. It's fun. Kurushi's in the regular version of this room. Meanwhile, Luicho's in the chaotic version of it.
And there's a single check in chaotic.
Yeah. It's this canister here.
This SGLIVE. Yep. That's a classic.
Man.
I mean, on the bright side, there could still be a claim here at chaotic.
Yeah, there could be. Or an Ascalon.
Yep.
Or a Demon's Mail or something, yeah.
I still have like 2 more checks, right?
Yeah.
For items. Algorithm on chat saying that I called the Skula up on chaotic.
You did.
I mean, anytime you see a yellow soul there, like 99% of the time it's just a Skula dupe.
Yeah.
So what's this here?
Leviathan.
Leviathan! Okay, I get that. Totally.
Yeah, that is amazing for Chaos. Like,
And super
yeah, Chaos
clutch,
weak to fire
like at this,
would be very nice right now.
Like at this stage of the game, getting Leviathan, that's really huge.
Third check is another rune ring.
That's another rune ring.
Unfortunately, this is not Castlevania Circle of the Moon, so you cannot equip 2 rings at the same time to double the effects.
Sad.
Yeah. Luicho, low on HP, but making it to the save room before Chaos
safe.
just fine.
He's safe. So all he has to do is just sort his souls. He's not going to do it, of course.
Yeah. Normally I like to pick what I'm going to use and then save, but... Oh, Luicho in Chaos 1, let's see what Chaos rolled in this game.
He's going to go final sword for this.
Resist Sword.
Resist sword, way too dark. So
Yeah.
Death Sickle
Death
or
Sickle.
Excalibur.
366 damage per swing. That is monstrous. And he's hitting all 3 at the same time on a good swing.
Or
That
at least
is-
2 of them.
That is nuts. He's already down 1. And 2.
Ooh.
Switching
So
off
here
to
the wooden golem. There we go.
Is Shadow... It's probably still just use Manticore is probably the play here.
Yeah, or you can just hit 2 eyes with the Death Sickle, since they are always going Nightmare and Headhunter. Yep.
Yeah,
Let's look at
classic.
that.
386 damage.
And
Top eye's already
the-
down, bottom eye's down, doing 114 per swing
And
to the floor.
114% with 2 eyes.
We'll probably see a 3-eye here if the 3rd eye dies in
Yeah,
time.
it
Yep, there
died.
we go. Spiral
died.
Chaos has returned. Luicho did do some work on this and doesn't
And
even
that's
need to
GG.
pull out the strats. That is nuts. Absolutely insane.
Type in your GG's in chat,
Yeah.
people.
And I believe Kurushi has forfeited now. Yep. Okay, let me mark that and let me invite them in to say hi. Luicho will be here. Hello, Luicho. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Amazing chaos fight that second seed. Holy crap.
That was really funny. I did this
Yeah.
I did like the slowest shot of all time into the fastest end game of all time.
Yeah. That hammer was just nickeling and diving you. It was like, lol, you are 20 short of buying Dracula's tunic. Please sell
So
another really
funny.
good item to me.
That was so funny.
That was really funny at the end. That chaos weak to dark, and you just got that Death Sickle from the shop.
Yeah, I kept seeing, like, I kept
Super
scrolling down the
clutch.
shop, and the shop kept having good weapons, so I just kept buying them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god. Also, the school I missed on the first scene. I'm sure that was hilarious to watch.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was like, does he know? Does he know?
I
Does he
had
know?
no idea.
So, well, I mean, there was a chance that there was a Skula at the first check of Chaotic, which actually here in the second seed there was a Skula dupe at
Yeah,
the first check
that
of Chaotic,
was so
right?
ironic.
Yeah.
But then on the first seed, you enter Chaotic with 0 checks and you completely forgot.
Yes.
Like, hey, I have no Skula. And I was cracking laughter, like, okay, so he forgot he has no Skula.
Mhm. Welcome, Kurushi.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Gucci.
Quite well. Yeah, it was a good race. The second race, I just forgot where Reservoir was, so
Mm,
I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah.
But I was pretty far behind, probably. So
yeah, I mean, for like certain parts of that second game, you were kind of on pace with each other for a bit, but then Luicho did some writing things as he normally does, devilish man that he is, and just kind of took off. So,
No,
It
yeah,
already made sense. I swear to God.
mhm.
yeah, I do think the Dracula preset's cool because
Mhm.
it's like a pseudo boss rush. So that's why I wanted to pick it second.
Oh yeah, it's
But-
really fun.
In a way that does favor like just going ultra mega speed, and
Yeah.
I was running around a little too much.
Happens
Yeah,
to the best
usually-
of us.
The way I try to route Dracula mode is just if I see an area and it has a boss, I just enter it.
Mhm.
No questions asked. So that's why, like, at the start of the seed, like, I don't remember what I did first, but I know that the next thing I did was instantly got to Clock Tower.
Yeah, as
Mhm.
soon as you had Malphus, you went
As soon
there,
as
and
you
it
had
turned
Malphus,
out
yeah.
not having Skula was completely fine because the count was 0 by the time you got to the boss. So,
Yeah, I was just hoping to either find a good transition, which it was, because it was Arena, but also to maybe School Ice in there. Who knows?
yeah.
Mhm.
And then later on, I found Study, and like, yeah, I would just do Study instantly. I think Study that led to Dance Hall or something. It was something like that.
In the first game, and I'll tell Kurushi this because he obviously didn't get to see this. Luicho beat Graham, and then he beats Julius. He goes into Chaotic. He gets halfway through Chaotic, and then realizes he doesn't have Skula, and has to leave Chaotic, which is something I don't think we've ever actually seen that in a race that's been on SG before. So that was very hilarious. Thankfully, the game didn't do the worst thing it could have asked, which was go to Eastern, check boat room / top of Eastern, get Galamoth, then go to inner quarters and use Galamoth to get Skula. Thankfully, that was not the solution. I was like ready to bet money on that being what the scene wanted.
Didn't
That
I,
would've
didn't I
been
have
pretty funny.
Chronomage in the first seed? I think I had Chronomage. I don't remember.
You had Chronomage. Yeah, you had
You
Chronomage.
did have Chronomage, that is true. So
I don't remember who dropped it, but I know
something
like-
did.
You got it like
It might have
really
been on the
early.
shop actually. I can't
You
remember.
got it like really early. No, you got it from a random drop, but I don't remember which one. But you got it like really early.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was in the shop.
No, it must have been a. It must
It-
have been
it-
like.
it- it must have been in a
mechanic
shop.
It was Vanilla Souls.
Yeah, it was a canister or a shop. Yeah, I think it was
Mhm.
canister.
Where was
So-
Chronomage in the seed, the first seed?
I don't remember. I feel like I had it, but I don't remember.
I don't
think-
recall either.
It probably wasn't required anyway.
Yeah,
No,
I
it wasn't. It
didn't,
wasn't.
I didn't even do
Yeah.
quarters. Was like I didn't do anything in quarters basically in that first seed. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I had something about the first seed that I was gonna mention, but I forgot it because the second seed was fresh in my mind.
That happens.
That happens.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah, good
the,
stuff.
the
Mhm.
standings now on the bracket are as follows. So round 2 of winners, we start with Verix versus Sanitus. Then we have
Yes.
Lunix versus Carabin. Sadly, today's race between
today,
Hogwarts and Sister Sama was moved to Saturday.
Yes.
So Meryl, you're still waiting for whoever wins that race.
Yep. Yes.
Luicho moves on to you will have to race Garni.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And here's loser's bracket. So Magus versus Vati. Valentine moves on because well Amadeus dropped. So he's still on he goes straight to round 2 of losers. Vlad 2800 is waiting for
The loser of Halga versus
the loser
Sinister.
of Algo versus Sinister.
And then we
And-
have Dano
and then we have
Zuke
Dano
versus
versus Kurushi.
Kurushi. Yeah.
Ooh.
The two people in this call. Yeah.
That sounds
Exciting.
fun.
Exciting. So you've got the data now for the losers match. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'll get you guys a thread to discuss scheduling for that, and we'll get that set up soon.
Excellent.
Yeah. All right. Any last words from anyone here before we close off for the night?
I'm hyped about playing Gardening.
Yeah, no, this is unironically going to be a fantastic match. I hope you don't get some garbage seed for
wanna
it.
see. I
I do
want to see that the race.
I do have just like a random comment. I can't believe Death Sickle was in the shop, the second seed, and I didn't even look for it. I didn't look past the first page, I don't think. So
Yeah,
I didn't.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even have it on my mind.
Yeah, and then it turned out that Chaos was weak to Dark, so Luicho bought that, and then he was doing like 380 damage per swing to Chaos at that point. So
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
really
it was a really fast fight. Yeah.
Spiral Chaos didn't even do anything.
It didn't even get to go around one loop. It was honestly comical. Yeah. Oh man.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that was all I had.
Okay. Well, thank you to chat, everyone who turned out to watch. If you check chat, please follow the runners, follow the commentators, and we will have, in the next number of days, once some more matches have been scheduled outside of the one on Saturday between Helga versus Sinister, we will have more Aria for you. So stay tuned for that, and good night.
Play
Bye.
Harmony.